All right. Good day, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Of course, today's Friday, and this is what they call Black Friday. And that this all comes back to, well, let me say this first about Black Friday. Something I've been thinking about all day actually is we need to pray. We need to pray for our country. We need to pray for the well-being of so many people because this is the day, honestly, where a lot of businesses actually finally start getting out of, they call it Black Friday. One of the things is they get into the black. Basically, this is where they start to break even and even make some money. But it's been such a crazy year that who knows what's going to happen. So, first thing, we need to be praying for our country. We need to This is not about just consumerism. This is about people's lives. We need to pray that, people are able to keep their jobs and keep, their families fed. There's so much going on. There are a lot of jobs around, and yet there are so many people that are struggling, and it's kind of getting wacky right now. So, since it's Black Friday, I think that's an appropriate thing to do. But I also want to say this, since it's Friday, there's going to be a roundup. So make sure you check that out on Calvary Chapel Signal Hills webpage. Now, I want to read one verse from the book of First John that I think is really important. And it's something this completely unrelated to Black Friday or any of that stuff. It says this: little children, it is the last hour, and as you have heard, the Antichrist is coming. Even now, many Antichrists have come, by which we know it is the last hour. Now, of course, these words were written quite a while ago, and what he's saying is, look, the time is short, okay? And when he says the Antichrist is coming, this seems to be something that so many people are focused on right now. And I mean, with all of the insanity of the world, I'm not blaming anybody. When you see all that's going on, when you see the push for digital currency, the push for so much extra regulation and all of this stuff. But here's the thing. He says this. He says, even now, many antichrists have come. So this is an important point because I think a lot of people are really expecting to see the Antichrist, or they're expecting to hear about, like, a lot of people have asked, hey, have you heard about so-and-so? Have you heard about so-and-so? Well, they're saying he's going to be the Messiah. Or this group is saying this about him, that group saying that about him. And listen, here's the issue I have with that is it doesn't actually prove anything. Yeah, it's happening, but that has been happening for a long time, where people have been gravitating towards men that they think are the Messiah. Okay? It's happened over and over, and that's not proof that any minute the rapture is going to happen. This is the dotted line connection that a lot of people are making. But for at the time that the Apostle John wrote these words, he says, many antichrists have come. And we just have to remember this is going to happen over and over and over. It is. And you know what? Some of those men that come as antichrists, those that come to basically, exalt themselves in the place of Christ, set themselves up as some sort of Messiah. Well, some of them are going to be very charismatic. Some of them are going to be guys that have a lot of followers. That's going to happen. Okay. We have to keep our focus on the Lord. We have to remember that this is going to happen over and over. But let's not get crazy about it and say, "Oh, see this guy because of this." It's like people are clinging to the idea that certain men are going to be the Antichrist. See, this is where people get in trouble. They assume they know, oh yeah, I can see how this is happening. That guy's the Antichrist. And that means, well, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. He says, as a matter of fact, what he says is, the Antichrist is coming. Even now, many Antichrists has come, by which we know it is the last hour. This is happening in our world. It's the last hour. Time is winding down. And we can just take heart in that the Lord knows his timing is his timing, that we can completely trust him. At the right time, he is going to intervene again in the affairs of man. And, I'm just saying this because it comes up so often. And people ask me all the time, have you heard about this guy? Have you heard about that guy? And, I don't think that everybody is doing exactly what I'm describing here, but a lot of people do. A lot of people take a lot of hope in this stuff. And really, it's bad news, And for us, our focus right now is not who the Antichrist is going to be, because we're not going to know that. Our focus right now is getting the gospel into the ears of people, speaking the truth in a dark place, and remaining faithful to the call which God called us to do. So, anyways, happy Friday. Wherever you're at, whatever's going on, I hope that you are blessed today. I hope that you are walking in truth, and may the Lord richly bless you. Have a great day. As usual, make sure you check out the Roundup on Calvary Chapel Signal Hill. Also, take a minute, like and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. Leave me a comment if this blessed you, and I'll see you again next week.